Hello, welcome back. This is Wency from Wency's Toys channel, and in this video, I will be reviewing the Lego set 80113 Family Reunion Celebration from the Lego Chinese Festival series for 2024. So let's get right to it. Oh, and before I forget, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button, and please consider subscribing, as a lot of my viewers have not yet subscribed to my channel, and it would help me a lot in bringing you more content like this in the future. Thank you very much. Okay, so now let's take a look at the minifigures. So this set contains 13 minifigures, and it is like the traditional Lego Chinese Festival sets. It's more of a diorama really, but it signifies a lot of the Chinese culture during this Lunar New Year. So first off, we'll look at the wait staff or the kitchen staff, right? So of course we have the chef and two waitresses or waiters. One is an old grandma waitress, and both the waiter and the waitress have the same torso print. So it's a traditional Chinese upper garment that has the pins or the, I would say, buttons a little bit offset from the center, and there's a napkin pocket there as well as their nameplates here, right? It's a very traditional Chinese upper garment, and they all have like plain black feet, so, or legs, and it is very traditional. So you'll probably see most of these white and black pants in a lot of Chinese restaurants, maybe sometimes red, but here their red is just more on the connection or the seams for the upper cloth or the shirt. The chef, of course, has the chef shirt, right? It's a traditional chef shirt. Even for Westerners, it's the same. So that's it. And he has a cleaver here. The grandma waitress has a teapot. And the waiter has this noodle bowl here that he's going to serve. Now let's take a look at the back side. Now at the back, we have, of course, since this is the year of the dragon, and you will see this. This is the actual symbol of the restaurant. So it's a dragon holding a spoon. So the waiter garments just has the plain silver dragon, but the chef has the golden dragon at his back. And the only one who has a secondary face print is the waiter. And he has a full facial expression here that he's full with, I don't know, maybe he's full from all of the waitressing that he's doing with the noodles. So yeah, that is pretty cool that he has a secondary face. Next, that you would usually see in a Chinese restaurant during the Lunar New Year is, of course, the family, right? Now, because this set is sort of like the extension of the very first Chinese festival set that Lego did, we still have pretty much the same family here. Usually though, for this set, I would have expected that there would be a lot more of the extended family, like the cousins and uncles, but since there's only a limited number or a finite number of minifigures that Lego can put in a set, then of course they'll just put the immediate nuclear family here. So of course we'll have the grandparents here in the middle, very nice torso prints. Of course, it's still the start of spring, so it's still a bit cold in most of the northern hemisphere. So they'll have the cardigan here for the grandpa, a traditional Chinese sweater for the grandma, which fortunately look like the daughter has the same outfit as the grandma, even the leg color printing here. The mom's has a green sweater. The dad has a white pinstripe red sweater here. See, all of them mostly. I'm thinking that this is more of the paternal side of the family, because all of the grandparents and the father has eyeglasses. Now the kids have, like I said, the daughter has the same outfit as the grandma, very, very nice printing. And of course, the son here has just a plain red hoodie sweater. Would have been nice if they actually put a hoodie for him, but that's okay. And of course, they have their own accessories. The grandma has some flowers, the grandfather has his camera, the dad has a mic, the mother has her cell phone here, and of course, the kids has their red packets or the ang pao or hong bao. Now let's take a look at their backsides. So for their backsides, it's still a pretty bit simple design. Again, the grandmother and the daughter has or the granddaughter has the same printing here at the back. Very, very nice, and it's almost like a hoodie type with some little tassels at the back. The mother has the plain old green sweater. Very nice printing for the grandfather's cardigan, and still a bit simple for the dad with the red pinstripes here and the red hoodie jacket for the grandson here. Now the next set of minifigures is pretty weird. I don't know, maybe during the Lunar New Year, the next day, or Chinese New Year's Day itself, I would say it's when people who date or who are a couple but not yet married go out on the date. So here we have a couple here. They have matching printed jackets here, or denim jackets here. The guy has a scarf while the girl has this beanie cap here, and she's holding a cell phone, and if you look at the cell phone, there's a lot of text messages here. Pretty interesting print here. Of course, the guy has flowers to give the girl, and it's pretty nice that they included a couple in this set. Looking at their backsides, now it gets interesting. So the backside printing for their denim jackets has almost like the same print as the space logo, but instead of a spaceship swooshing around the planet, it's a dragon. Pretty cool that Lego put a different print for this couple here. And looking at if they have secondary faces, unfortunately, they don't. So, too bad. Maybe it would have been nice if they had secondary facial expressions, since they pretty much have a covering for their back minifigure heads. And last but not least, the figures in this pairing here is, I don't know how to put them in or how to review them, since they're a little bit odd pair out. So we are in the 21st century, so a lot of people now are vlogging their experiences or when they eat out. So we have here a person who is vlogging with her cool black, I would say, leather jacket here. Pretty interesting. And of course, we have the dragon mascot here. Probably part of the restaurant, but pretty nice that they've included a dragon person again, just like for the previous Chinese Lunar New Year festival sets, that they always have their representative animal for that Chinese New Year. So it is the year of the dragon here in 2024, year of the wood dragon. So pretty nice that Lego put the dragon minifigure here as well. And looking at the design at the back, it's a pretty simple black back design for the woman here. And of course, you still have the same cell phone 2x1 plate here. Pretty cool dragon back print with a tassel. Maybe it's part of the hair, I'm not sure. Pretty nice. And he has a peach blossom or a peach fruit here as well that he's holding. And looking at the secondary facial expressions here, unfortunately the dragon guy doesn't have a secondary facial expression, but the vlogger has a pretty cool interesting facial expression here, a happy face. Okay, so now let's take on the main build. So this is the Chinese restaurant that is part of this set for the family reunion celebrations. And this, I would say, would be like the sequel of the very first set, 80101, the Chinese New Year's Eve dinner, which was set in a Chinese home. So this is more of like the next day celebrations where you have a more bigger family reunion, just like I mentioned in the minifigure review. So you get two side builds. So I think this is like a dim sum cart that you would see in a Chinese restaurant being pushed around. And this one, I'm not sure. So there is a sticker here, and unfortunately, they put the studs in the sticker, so it doesn't signify anything. But I think this is a heating lamp, and maybe these are meats inside here, represented by the studs. So I would guess this is more also like a dim sum cart, but more of the meats rather than the usual dim sum of like dumplings or anything that is wrapped with rice paper. And those are the side builds that you build along the way. But here is the full restaurant facade. And let's go into a little more detail in a floor-by-floor basis so that we can zoom in and get a better look. So now I'm putting them on stilts here, so you might be able to see some of my flesh-colored platings here on transparent long blocks, I would say. So this is the first floor of the restaurant. So you get the money tree here, which is a very nice little detail that they've put, as well as a peach vendor, I would say, for a peach tea type or peach flower tea vendor here. There is some peach flowers here at the back that's loose here on boxes, I would say. So very nice particular addition. Also, there are lanterns here at the top, and as the same with all the Lunar New Year sets, since this year is a dragon year, so you've got the dragon print here on this red transparent minifigure head. Like the previous years, last year's was the rabbit, the year before that was the tiger. So I like that Lego prints these out for every new set, for every Lunar New Year. I appreciate that much. And at the side here, let's move to the side here first. So there are a couple of stickers there for the flower shop. So this is so they've got a flower pot here, so flower shop, a loose rose bouquet here that you can pick up, I guess, flowers for your significant other during Chinese New Year. And there is also a calligraphy part here. So there is a stool here, and then ink, pens, and some stickers for the calligraphy art. Pretty nice. So moving back here, very cool green tiling here for the roofs. I like these very much that they've put it here. I wish that they'd used the new more oriental curved endings for some of the roofing here, but I guess because this is multiple floors, they couldn't add that much, or they couldn't add it for this set. But I like these very much that they put it here. So there is some sort of a tarp here to cover the flowers, as well as the tea shop or the tea vendor here. And then there are a couple of sayings here in the main doorway. As usual for any Chinese restaurant, you've got Chinese sayings at the front to wish people good luck. So the left one here is translated as "the sun shines brightly in the sky," and its Chinese saying is Bai Zhao Zong Tian Qi Zilong. I may be butchering it, so here's a Google Translate for it.
白照中天启折龙，白照中天启折龙。
So I hope you caught that. And yeah, it says the sun shines brightly in the sky, which is, I think, is part of a song, right? I've heard that phrase before, so let's not mind that. And then here on the right side, you can see it here. It usually translates to when spring returns, the earth should return to the wild geese, or spring returns to the earth to welcome the return of swallows. So the Chinese, hopefully the Chinese translation is correct, or the Chinese saying from Google Translate.
春回大地应归雁，春回大地应归雁。
Any of the native Chinese speakers who watch my videos, if you can comment the correct translations, I would very much appreciate it so that others can know as well. And then at the top here, not sure if that is really what it says, but it from Google Translate, it translates to thousands of new updates. Or I would say, or the Google Translate would say as
新更想完，新更想完。
So hopefully again, the people, native Chinese speakers, if you could clearly say what it should be, then that would be of much help for me. And one more thing that was added here is that there is a rug here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is a rug there with a Chinese saying. And what it says is feel at home. And loosely it is said as
宾至如归，宾至如归。
so that one, I guess it's very, very akin for a restaurant, right? That when you step in, they would greet you like you should feel at home. So let's take a look at the inside of this first floor. So turning it around, as you can see here, there's also a aquarium. And if you've been to a Chinese restaurant, these fish here is usually what's also served for you. So these are fresh fish that would be cooked for you if you order them. But you'll also see them, as always, as a fish tank in any Chinese restaurant. I like that they use the newer circle Chinese or Oriental paneling for windows, and as well as they used it for windows as well as dividers here. So that is very much appreciated. So inside the first floor, we get the kitchen here to where the chef would be. So if you put the chef here, right, he would be chopping the Peking duck or the chicken here, and he would be also cooking some of your dishes here. It's a rather small kitchen. It would be nice if actually Lego made it a lot wider or a lot longer, but yes, with the piece count constraint and the weight constraint, we get this only this much of a kitchen. There are also several stickers here. So a picture of probably his family here. Now, one thing that they put in nicely is because you won't be able to see the entrance counter here, they made this panel here removable. So this also has a big sticker here. Since it is the year of the dragon, so they have the dragon sticker here. And there's also the cashier here at the front, or for the receptionist. They're very interesting that they put that here. So that is pretty good that they put that as well here. Now let's go to the second floor. Okay, now let's take a look at the second floor. So the facade of the second floor, yes, it may be a bit plain to you, but I really like the way that they put this round panes now for the windows. And again, the tiling for the roof is pretty elegant. It's simple but elegant, yeah, right? Even the, I would say, greeblings here for the corners here, pretty nice. It's gold frogs and gold leaves here to give you that oriental look. And looking at the side here, or at the left side, yes, it is simple again, but it's pretty nice. The simplicity is so elegant, I would say. The one thing that I wish that Lego did was, because these are windows, it would have been nice if they could swing back, right? Some of them can wiggle a little, but they can't swing open. So it would have been nice if they were really windows, right? But since these are panes, that doesn't, usually Chinese restaurants would have these with paper screens, but here it's fully open, so you're gonna get a breeze inside, so which is nice. And again, on the right side, well, let's first look at the banner. Pretty nice golden dragon with a spoon, so that's the logo of this Chinese restaurant. And here the banner says it's Le Man Liu Xiu 1932. So it's Lokman House. So that's the name of the restaurant, Lokman House, since started in 1932. So it is a pretty old restaurant, but most Chinese restaurants would be. So let's take a look inside. Right? So here, again, would have been nice if the windows really move, but hey, we'll get what we can. Okay? So inside here, okay, so this is the traditional restaurant inside. It's nice actually that the stairs from below, from the first floor, really come up here to the second floor, and there's an opening here for people to get in. I don't know, for the bathroom, why they included the bathroom in this set. Maybe because since they had this space here for the kitchen, might as well include a bathroom. But this one, the door opens inside, right? And you would notice this for a lot of Chinese restaurants, or Chinese homes even. Because most Asians, Chinese and Asians, believe that a door swinging inside brings the good luck in, rather than having it be going out. So, which means that the luck is going out. So that's why if you see a lot of Asian houses that were built earlier in the 19th century, or earlier the 20th century, then you would see a lot of these doors swinging inside. So, but let's take a look at the dinner set here. So this is usually where you would see the waitress here would be serving tea, right? Oh, so there would be a place here to serve that, and the kids would be probably standing in their seats because they can't really sit with their legs, and they would be receiving their angbaos from the grandparents, right? And yeah, can't really get that in there. But looking inside first, we're gonna see a traditional Chinese restaurant setting, right? There's a lot of paintings on the side. On the top of the bathroom, there's a very nice Chinese painting here, and as well as there. Then we have here the dad singing karaoke here. Here's the karaoke machine. Then we have a nice dinner setting here with even Lego put even the Lazy Susan mechanism here. Pretty nice. So there's a lot of baos, bread, mantaos, a vegetable stew, and a lot of the noodles. You would see a lot of noodles with Chinese influenced Asian cultures. because noodles signify long life. So every New Year, it's even in my family. I'm a Filipino and I grew up with these traditions as well because the Philippines was indeed influenced by the Spanish, but also by the Chinese. So we have a lot of Chinese traditions in our culture as well. So we also eat a lot of noodles during the Western New Year. If you have a birthday, you also get noodles or pasta to signify that you may have a long life. So let's put the kid there. Hopefully, you can stand there. And usually, the grandparents would be sitting at the places of authority. So they'll be sitting there. And the grandma would be sitting, I would think, with the granddaughter here. And the mom would be probably be sitting here as well. So usually, right, the waiters would be serving the noodles here. So usually there's the noodles there and tea as well. So I like this very much that they've put it here. Like I said in the minifigure review, I wish they made it bigger and more minifigures to signify usually the family reunion is with the more bigger extended family with your aunts and uncles, not just the grandparents. Aunts and uncles and cousins, that's where you have the real family reunion because yes, it is a family reunion celebration during the first day of Chinese New Year. So would have been great if we got more minifigures and this room got more extended to show that it is a really big family gathering, but this one is okay. It looks pretty much the same, almost the same as the Chinese New Year's Eve dinner set. So I guess it's a missed opportunity there, but you can only do as much with the limited space and limited pieces that you get. So now on to the rooftop. Oh, before I go to the rooftop, so this whole second floor can be removed because it is only held by actually 4 studs, right? These studs here, because these are smooth plates so that and these are smooth plates so that you can easily remove the floorings here, the second floor, as well as the rooftop. So yeah, you can easily remove them. So like here, the rooftop, you will get also smooth plates and you would only be held by the 2 studs here, this stud and this stud. So like if I put the roof now, that's how it would be. Pretty nice, right? So let's look at the rooftop from the front. So from the front, we also get a nice hot pot dinner by 2 here for this set. And you get the lanterns here as well, just the same as the ground floor. And you've also got a place here for the fireworks, so they can launch some fireworks during the Chinese New Year. So the people who would be sitting here would be the girlfriend and the boyfriend here. And they'll be eating some, I would say, the more trendy dishes for the past year, which is mala hot pots. So you get the bao here. Not sure why there's a bao in the hot pot, but it's signified with a red plate there. So it's some meats, some veggies, and also you get the soup here at their bowls here and some other things that you can put into the hot pot. And also, of course, their chopsticks. One thing that I should note is and this is no fault of Lego, but how the pictures show how the chopsticks are shown here should not be how it is, because you shouldn't be putting the pointed end here. You need to put the pointed end on top of the holder or the plate here. Usually that's how you see it, right? It's good chopstick etiquette to put your chopsticks on a slightly elevated plate, a small plate to hold the chopsticks, but with the end that goes into your mouth on that plate. So having it like this is not really how Asians would do it. So a more correct way probably is to position it like so, where the end would be pointed towards the person. But of course, then that means your the one that goes into your mouth is not on the plate thingy. So just a bit of trivia here for you guys if you're not familiar with chopstick etiquette. And that's it for my raw review of the Lego set 80113, the family reunion celebration for the Lego Chinese Festival series for 2024. And here, I really don't know where I can put the vlogger here. So maybe here in the extended room here, if you imagine that this is an extended room, plus the dragon mascot here. So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And please consider subscribing, as a lot of my viewers have not yet subscribed to my channel. And it would help me a lot in bringing you more content like this in the future. Thank you very much.
祝大家新年快乐，恭喜发财！